where I hated every Boston fan and sports team possible. I became a fan there. I mean, it is such a beautiful place out there. I love UNH. I'm a cat for life. I have it tatted on me, actually. So, and it's funny too, because now my new OC was a New Hampshire cat too. He played there and was his.
Yo, Raiders Nation, what's good? It's your boy, your name here, bringing you the hottest Las Vegas Raiders news straight from the heart of the silver and black. Buckle up, because we're diving into some serious roster drama as we head into the 2025 season. The running back room is looking stacked, but one fan favorite might be fighting for his NFL life. Can you guess who? That's right, Dylan Lobby, our 2024 6th-round pick, is in hot seat. Will he make the cut, or is his Raiders' dream in jeopardy? Let's break it down, scene by scene, and figure out what's going on in Raiderland. Stick around, because you won't want to miss this. So, what's the vibe in the Raiders' running back room? The buzz is real, and it's all about competition. With training camp just around the corner, the Las Vegas Raiders are reshaping their offense under Coach Pete Carroll, and the running back position is ground zero for some tough decisions. Ashton Jeanty, the stud we snagged in the first round of the 2025 draft, is already turning heads with his unreal combo of power and speed. Then you've got Raheem Mostert, the veteran free agent who's locked in as the likely backup. What does that leave guys like Dylan Lobby? Let's dive into the first scene and unpack this wild ride. Who's hyped for some Raiders football? Drop a comment and let me know. The Las Vegas Raiders are going all in for 2025, and the running back room is where the action's at. Ashton Jeanty, the 6th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, is no ordinary rookie. This dude's got it all: power, balance, and straight-up explosiveness that's got fans buzzing. According to Silver and Black Pride, Coach Pete Carroll is already using Jeanty all over the field, from the backfield to the slot, making him the centerpiece of this revamped defense. But here's the kicker. With Jeanty eating up carries, the depth chart is getting crowded fast. Raiders Nation, are you feeling the hype for Jeanty, or what? Now, let's talk about the veteran in the mix, Raheem Mostert. This guy's been a speed demon in the NFL for years, and his signing as a free agent is a big deal. The Athletic reports that Mostert is slotted as the primary third down back, bringing his experience and quickness to spare Jeanty on early downs. Mostert's got a track record of making plays when given the chance, and he's not here to ride the bench. With Sincere McCormick also showing flashes of brilliance, the competition for snaps is fierce. Who do you think deserves those backup carries? Hit me up in the comments. Then there's Zamir White, who's coming off a rough 2024, but showed up to OTAs and minicamp looking like a man on mission. Sporting News noted that White's in top shape, ready to prove he's still got it. The Raiders' run game was dead last in the NFL last season, so Coach Carroll and GM John Spytek are banking on these guys to turn things around. But with all this talent, someone's got to miss out, and that's where the drama starts. Dylan Lobby's name keeps popping up in the chatter. It's not looking great. Let's see what's up with our boy. Here's the deal. Dylan Lobby, our 2024 6th-round pick, has got Raiders Nation's heart, but his roster spot? That's another story. Last year, he was turning heads in training camp with his versatility, running, catching, even returning kicks. But a fumble on his first NFL carry? Ouch. The coaches didn't give him another shot all season. Now, with Jeanty, Mostert, McCormick, and White in the mix, Lobby's fighting an uphill battle. What do you think? Can Lobby bounce back, or is the writing on the wall? Dylan Lobby's story is one that hits you right in the feels, Raiders Nation. Coming out of New Hampshire, this kid was a do-it-all weapon in college. 2,773 rushing yards, 1,791 receiving yards, and a knack for special teams. X-Post from last offseason had folks raving about his 4.5 440-yard dash and 9.20 RAS score, calling him a potential steal. He even got first-team reps in third-down situations during 2024 training camp, with OC Luke Getsy singing his praises. So what went wrong? That fumble in his debut was a gut punch, and the Raiders staff didn't give him a chance to redeem himself. Harsh, right? Now, fast forward to 2025, and the stakes are higher. Las Vegas Raiders on SI reported that Lobby's facing tough competition from another versatile rookie, Tommy Millott, who can also handle returns and even play some receiver. Hondo Carpenter from SI straight up said Lobby's on the outside looking in because of Millott's multi-tool skill set. Ouch, that stings. Lobby's got the talent, but with only a couple of roster spots up for grabs, he's got to shine in a big way. Raiders Nation, do you think Lobby's got what it takes to flip the script? Special teams might be Lobby's lifeline. Silver and Black Pride mentioned that the Raiders' new kickoff rules for 2025 mean returners like Lobby could see guaranteed touches, up to 130 per season. That's huge for a guy trying to carve out a role. Lobby's got experience as a kick and punt returner with 2,207 kick return yards in college. But he's not alone. Trey Tucker and Chris Collier are also in the mix for return duties. Who's your pick for the Raiders return man? Drop it in the comments and let's debate. The big question is, can Lobby make the 53-man roster, or is he headed to the practice squad? Vincent Bonsignori from Las Vegas Review-Journal predicted Lobby's on the roster bubble, needing a standout preseason to lock in a spot. With Coach Carroll's emphasis on a strong run game, the Raiders might only keep 3 or 4 running backs. If Lobby doesn't pop off in special teams or show something extra in camp, he could be looking at the practice squad, or worse. Let's keep the faith, Raiders Nation, but this one's going to be a nail-biter. Let's zoom out for a sec and look at the bigger picture. The Las Vegas Raiders are in full-on transformation mode for 2025. Motorcyclesports.net called it a bold journey, with new prospects like Jeanty and a revamped coaching staff under Pete Carroll. This team's not messing around. They want to win now, not later. The addition of Geno Smith at quarterback and a beefed-up offensive line with guys like Dylan Parham and Alex Kappa means this offense could be a problem for defenses. But with all these new faces, some veterans and fan favorites might get squeezed out. Tough choices, right? The running back competition is just one piece of this roster puzzle. ESPN reported that the Raiders' minicamp showed a team hungry to bounce back from a brutal 2024. Carroll's got a reputation for turning things around, and his focus on a balanced attack means the run game's got to deliver. Jeanty's the star, but the battle for those backup spots is where the drama lives. Lobby's not the only one feeling the heat. Zamir White and Sincere McCormick are scrapping too. Who's got the edge in this RB battle? Let me know what you think. Then there's the special teams angle, which could be a game changer. Special teams coach Tom McMahon told Silver and Black Pride that the new NFL kickoff rules are creating renewed vigor for returners. Lobby's got the skills to make noise here, but he's got to outshine Tucker and Collier. If he can flash that college return magic, he might just sneak onto the roster. Raiders Nation, are we rooting for Lobby to make it as a returner, or is his time running out? Here's where it gets real. The Raiders front office, led by GM John Spytek, isn't afraid to make tough cuts. Sporting News pointed out that the team's overhaul means some familiar names won't survive the final roster. Lobby's versatility is his biggest asset, but with Millott in the mix and the depth chart stacked, he's got to bring his A-game. The preseason games are going to be huge for him. What's your prediction? Does Lobby make the cut, or is he practice squad bound? Hit the comments and let's talk it out. Let's talk about what Lobby needs to do to stay a Raider. Preseason is his proving ground, and he's got to show out in every way possible. Raiders.com had Lobby on their morning commute segment, where he talked about his mindset going into year 2, grit, hustle, and a chip on his shoulder. That's the Raider way, right? But with Jeanty locked in as RB1 and Mostert as the likely RB2, Lobby's got to make his case on special teams, or is a change of pace back? Can he channel that college magic and turn heads? The Raiders' new offensive scheme under Carroll loves versatile players, and Lobby fits that mold. His 171 college receptions show he could be a weapon out of the backfield, something Getsy loved last year. But CBS Sports noted that McCormick's been impressing too, and White's not going down without a fight. Lobby's got to be perfect in camp. No fumbles, no missed assignments. Raiders Nation, what's the one thing Lobby needs to show in preseason to lock in that roster spot? Drop your thoughts below. Another factor is the Raiders' depth across the board. Yard Barker highlighted how the team's added talent like Tite in Brock Bowers and rookie lineman Tonka Hemingway, making this roster one of the most competitive in years. With only 53 spots, every rep counts. Lobby's got to prove he's more than a fan favorite. He's got to be undeniable. If he can light up the return game or make a few big plays in the passing game, he might force the coach's hand. Who else is pumped for preseason to see how this shakes out? Here's the bottom line. Lobby's fate is in his hands, but the clock's ticking. The Raiders' new direction under Carroll and Spytek is all about winning now, and they won't hesitate to cut anyone who doesn't fit the vision. The Athletic said it best. The Raiders are building a culture of accountability, and Lobby's got to step up or step out. Raiders Nation, are we still riding with Lobby, or is it time to move on? Let's hear your take in the comments. All right, let's wrap this up, Raiders Nation. The 2025 season is shaping up to be a wild ride for the Las Vegas Raiders, and a running back battle is just one piece of the puzzle. Dylan Lobby's fighting for his NFL life, and it's going to take everything he's got to make that 53-man roster. Whether it's a clutch return, a big catch, or just pure grit, Lobby's got a shot to prove he belongs. But with jeanty, Mostert, McCormick, and White in the mix, it's do-or-die time. What's your gut telling you? Does Lobby make it? This roster drama is why we love Raiders football. High stakes, big emotions, and that silver and black pride. Let's keep the conversation going, Raiders Nation. Drop a comment with your predictions for Lobby in the RB room. Who's your dark horse to make the roster? And while you're at it, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any Las Vegas Raiders news. Share this video with your fellow Raiders fans, and let's get hyped for training camp. Until next time, keep it silver and black, and let's go Raiders.